Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games and part 1 of our How to Play Kill Team series. I'm Lee and I'll be taking you through everything you need to know to play Kill Team, starting with this video where we'll be looking at the tools of war. Kill Team is a tabletop miniatures game set in the grim darkness of the far future. You take control of a team of highly trained operatives conducting vital and dangerous missions against their rivals in an action-packed skirmish. Each mission is set in a deadly environment called a kill zone, and kill teams must master this to operate. Key mission actions and objectives need completing to achieve victory, but doing so in the crosshairs of the enemy's guns make it a risky proposition. Combining bold tactics and strategy with the ability to adapt and react is the key to success in Kill Team, so prepare yourself for a firefight like never before. To play a game of Kill Team, there are a few things you're going to need to get started. First of all, you're going to need some miniatures and their accompanying rules. These accompanying rules are known as a faction army list, and you can find these in publications such as the Octaria Supplement Book and the Compendium Book. You will also need a set of combat gauges, a kill zone and some dice. You may also find it helpful to have tokens to use when your miniatures have acted, taken wounds or performed certain special actions during the game. Let's take a look at each of these tools in detail, starting with the combat gauges. These unique gauges are used to measure distances in a game of Kill Team. You'll notice these gauges have different coloured shapes on them, and these are designed to explain the graded distances within the game. But you don't have to use these gauges. You can use a tape measure or other measuring device if you wish, and then you just convert the relative distances that the shapes represent. Throughout this video series, we'll be using the gauges and the shapes. It's really important to go through them right now so you understand what they represent. So this black triangle represents a distance of 1 inch. The white circle represents a distance of 2 inches. The blue square represents a distance of 3 inches, and the red pentagon represents a distance of 6 inches. You'll see these shapes on data cards and rules throughout this video series, and if you ever see a shape on its own, for example a white circle, then that just represents 1 times the number of inches that it represents. So in this case it's 2 inches. But if you ever see it with a number in front of it, for example 2 followed by a white circle, then that means you multiply the distance the circle represents by 2. So in this case it's 2 times 2 inches, so we know that that numerical value is 4 inches. Distances can be measured at any time and can be measured out in different increments so long as the total does not exceed the specified distance. For example, if an operative is going to be moved a distance of 3 white circles, this can be measured out as a red pentagon, 6 black triangles, or even 1 black triangle, a white circle, and a blue square. This may sound overly complicated, and perhaps it is, but once you start playing, it becomes very intuitive, and I think it really is a good way to measure the distances using this gauge, and it certainly speeds things up during movement and attacking. Many rules, such as normal move or ability, will have a distance requirement. And when measuring distances to and from operatives, measure from the closest part of the bases of operatives rather than the miniature. If a rule states that something must be within a certain range, it is in range if the closest part of its base is no more than the specified distance. If a rule states something must be wholly within a certain range, it is in range if every part of its base is no more than the specified distance. An operative is always within and wholly within range of itself. Now let's take a look at kill zones, and there is going to be a video in the series dedicated entirely to kill zones, but this is a good opportunity just to look at the very basics. A kill zone is the playing area in which your operatives wage war. games of Kill Team are designed to be played on a 30-inch by 22-inch area, which is the size of a Kill Team game board. A kill zone will also contain various terrain features, and these are going to add some tactical depth to your games. And we'll explain this terrain in much more detail in the episode later on in the series. Now let's take a look at the dice. And Kill Team uses simple 6-sided dice. Rolling these dice is going to give you a value, which is known as the result, and this will determine the success or failure of your operative's deeds. Some rules in Kill Team refer to a D3. In such cases, simply roll 1d6 and halve the result, rounding up. So for example, a 1 or a 2 would be a 1, a 3 or a 4 would be a 2, and a 5 or a 6 would be a 3. Many rules require a certain result to succeed, such as attacking. For example, to make a successful roll, you might need a 3+. This means the result must be 3 or higher to succeed, so a dice roll value of 3, 4, 5 or 6 succeeds, whereas a dice roll value of 1 or 2 fails. Some rules allow you to re-roll a dice roll. You can never re-roll a dice more than once, and you cannot select the original result, even if the new result is worse. Some rules instruct players to roll off, and to do so, both players roll 1d6, and whoever scores the highest wins the roll off. If there is a tie for the highest roll, make the roll off again. If both players would use a rule that would allow them to re-roll their dice when rolling off, both players must declare the use of this rule before any dice are re-rolled, starting with the player who lost the roll-off. Some rare rules will modify the result of a roll by adding or subtracting from the result. All modifiers are cumulative, and a dice result can be modified above or below the maximum or minimum possible value of the roll. For example, if a d6 value is 6 and you must add 1 to the result, the final result is a 7. Now let's look at the tokens that you can use, and these are the tokens that are included in the Kill Team starter set. And so here we've got the initiative token, we've got conceal order ready and conceal order activated tokens, we have engage order ready and engage order activated, we have +1, -1 action point tokens, injured tokens, and objective markers. These here are your status tokens, and these tokens are used for your faction's abilities and actions that require the placement of tokens. Then you've got these TAC-op tokens, and these are used for your TAC-ops that require the placement of tokens too. All of these tokens will be explained as we work our way through the rules series. That covers all of the tools of war that you need to get started with Kill Team. So now come and join me for the next video in this series where we've taken a close look at the data cards. You can find loads of other videos on my channel for Kill Team and other games, and these videos include painting, deep dives, how to play, and many other topics. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and if you've got any questions, please add them in the comments section below. It'd be great to hear from you, and if I can help you out in any way, that would be awesome too. But thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next episode of the series. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. If you like this kind of content and would like to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page, and thanks to everyone who's joined so far. It's really awesome. We hang out on Discord, talk about the hobby, share ideas and help each other out, and you'll get some perks there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I'll put a link in the description, and it'll be great to see you there.